dia.
Oh, there you go. All right, so today we are in, I'm going to have to see if I'm pronouncing this one correctly, Maceió, Brazil.
I think that's correct.
That's close.
We'll see.
Now, there were 3 tour options through the ship for today.
Correct.
And we had booked the ship's transfer to Hibiscus Beach Club, which was an all-inclusive beach day, yippee yippee. Got a letter in the cabin that said, not enough people want to do that. Too bad. So that narrowed us down to 2 ship options. One of them is a highlights tour of the town.
Right.
And the other one is a beach day with a panoramic highlights tour of the town. So we're going to the beach.
Finally, we're getting in some water in Brazil and it looks beautiful. And then we also have a highlight tour afterwards, sort of like driving thing.
Yeah, mostly that. But we're going to Frances Beach, which if it works like Spanish, I think that just means French beach. So French beach in Brazil.
Yeah.
Let's go. Allons-y.
Hopefully there's some snorkeling.
That's true. All right, breakfast and beach.
Let's do it.
There we have it. No surprises. Into the world stage to get our tickets. There we go. 2 tours. It looks like the standard highlights was the winner today.
If you're looking to go to the beach area with bars and restaurants and a big craft market, take the shuttle bus to your right. That leads to Pavilhão do Artesanato. If you would prefer to go to the city centre with the cathedral, the city square and another beach area, then head to the Port Gate terminal bus, and then you've got about a 25-minute walk along the waterfront.
We're on the move. Our gangway was deck A. I don't believe we have to take either of the shuttles Daniel was talking about. We go straight to our tour bus. There is our lucky bus.
We are leaving the port of Maceió. It's a 30-minute drive. Over the Frances Beach, we are going to stay 2 hours and 30 minutes at the beach. About 12 o'clock midday, we are going to be leaving the beach and we are going to do the city tour around Maceió.
We have made it to Frances Beach. So we're all going to follow in a line for right now up to this restaurant where we're going to set up shop. Sort of get a permanent table and chairs for the day. They're giving out little cards with numbers on them so that you can run a tab for the entire time you're here for food and beverages. All right, we are getting all settled in. We have met our dedicated wait staff for the day. Find us a table over here by the breeze. Right here with a beach view. All right, let's quit looking at me. Let's look at this beach. So we've got steps right there to get outside and access. We've started off getting a couple of Caipirinhas, of course. They said that this area has the second largest coral reef, I believe, in the world, just behind Australia and the Great Barrier. And if you walk down that way, I think they said about 10 minutes you can access that reef, but I'm sure we're going to hit this water to see what we can see nearby. I believe we also get beach chairs and umbrellas included in this tour. Well, we've got what appears to be maybe hand sanitizer right on the table. They brought us an English menu. Most of the tourism to this area is, they said, national tourism, so folks from Brazil, but this is nice to have. Voyage drinks on the back. So all the pricing is in reals, and of course it's about 5 3/4 to the dollar, so I just say 6 to the dollar. Oh, they do have lockers for you to stash your stuff. Not sure if there's a charge, but we will try to find that out. Cachaça. Okay, they are doing some serious business here with these Caipirinhas. You could obviously get it with cachaça or with vodka. We chose the traditional cachaça version. Ooh, packs a punch.
It's very strong.
We're not going to have more than one of these before we go get in that water. And yeah. Oh, we've decided to order some food here. This is what they call their mixed pastries. It is 5 cheese pastries and 5 sun meat pastries, which is basically air-dried beef. So, and then something to note, they do accept credit cards and debit cards and Brazilian money, but they do not take US dollars at this establishment. And that little bowl, looking at the menu, is about 40 reals, which is somewhere around $6, right? $6.50, maybe, something in that neighborhood. So
Very shareable.
Oh, see, it's more just kind of like a ground beef presentation. Yeah, they're almost, I would equate them to not really a fried ravioli. That was the first thing that came to mind, but nice. All right, I think it is time for us to finally go check out this water. I see, the tables provided by the restaurant were sort of like sitting and eating tables as opposed to loungy chairs. Ooh, I see some jellyfish through the thing there. We did learn that they call that the living water in the local language. And we are down. So yeah, kind of stirred up and sandy out in this zone, plus all that living water stuff. But I don't think they're the stingy living water.
They look like almost like the upside down jellyfish, or living water is what they call them here. It's the loose translation, which is pretty cool. I like that because they do look like living water. But yeah, it's a beautiful beach otherwise.
Yeah, well, we're gonna float for a little while. But the waters are nice and calm. It's delightfully refreshing. It's actually kind of warm, but we did just find kind of a cool pocket anyway.
It's amazing. It's our first beach of the whole trip.
You're not wrong. That's kind of crazy.
Insane, because we're like 60 days in and this is the first time we've been to a beach. But we knew this was not like the most beach intensive itinerary, so very grateful to be here right now.
Yeah, we've run across a few beaches, but a lot of them are just like not recommended to swim for various reasons, but this is delightful. Definitely no shortage of umbrellas, tables. Our area is the one with the green umbrellas up there. Ooh, there's a big old living water coming our way. We will give you a wide berth. I love this new term. I'm just going to call them living water from now on. I love it.
I think it's a fascinating way to say it.
Well, one thing that makes this particular beach nice is you can see out there a wave break because the occasional wave comes crashing up against it, but that helps keep it nice and calm where we are. All right, y'all. So today is not going to make a whole lot of content, we realize. So this is called stretching the video. What kinds of things have we learned? I learned on the ride over that this town, which editing me put the name in because I don't know how to say it, used to be the capital.
Right.
One of the primary industries is sugarcane.
That makes sense.
Tourism comes in at like number 2 or number 3, I think. But sugarcane and something else were the other top 2. I've already forgotten the something else. You see how this works?
It would be good to brush up on a little bit of Portuguese.
Yeah.
Because, you know, don't expect that they're going to understand you otherwise. At least like thank you, hello, bathroom, things like that.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot, and I mean, it said that in the tour description, not a whole lot of like English infrastructure, which is understandable.
Yeah, but we're getting by.
Yeah. So, did I learn anything else? I don't know. We'll let you know things that we learn as we go. There was a cost for the locker.
Yes.
I don't know what it was yet because we haven't gotten the tab, but editing me in the future when we've gotten our tab. Okay, there we go. We'll put in how much the locker was, and if it was free, that was awesome, but I don't think it was.
No, but I do like how they do that. They give you the card and everything goes on that, and at the end you just pay one bill for the whole experience, which is nice.
Yeah, she definitely took our ticket number, so that means it was not free.
Yeah.
So unless it's going to be a surprise. And I think when we go back up, they have those same pastries that we got before, but they have them in shrimp. I think that would be delightful. So I see, and our waiter recommended a different type of cocktail to us. We'll have to see if we take his recommendation or not.
Something called a crab beet, which
what does that
Jay
mean?
looked up in Portuguese because it's a different translation. But it's like sort of like a passion fruit.
But milder.
But it's like a milkshake. I don't know if I want a milkshake. So.
Well, it might be Caipirinha time again. Then. We'll see.
Yeah.
So that's updates for now.
Woohoo!
We'll keep trying to stretch this video out, y'all. Okay.
There's not much you can do floating in the ocean, you know, but enjoy the views, guys.
Bye.
We'll show you some other stuff.
Now, we are having a fantastic time, but I mean, you know, these videos have to be about 30 minutes long. So, hey, y'all, enjoy some ocean-looking content. Editing Jay is having a fit right now trying to figure out how to make this thing super long, so this might just be a 20-minute video, who knows?
There's stuff on the ship tonight, it's alright.
That's true.
Yeah.
They do have something over here where I can buy a sailboat for 25 reals, apparently. That looks amazing. No, I want to buy it. It says 25 right on it.
Which is about $5 US.
Yeah, like $5. I'm sure that's probably like per person per hour or something, who knows. Well, we've got some folks loaded up on a banana boat, I guess it is, over here. So lots of extra random water sports happening in this zone. Just no snorkel footage today.
Sorry.
Bumpity bump. Oh, somebody bought my sailboat. Oh no. Crushed my dreams. Well, let's head ashore. I don't know if we even said in this video, but our total time at the beach is about 2.5 hours. Oh, they do have shower facilities here. Okay. Oh, we're learning how to use them, but they do have them. Back on land, we have decided to order some of the shrimp-filled pastries like we had before, and a sampling here of a different type of beverage. I'm not sure exactly. I think he pointed to the one that says bate de cangrejo, but I thought it was also the bate de graviola. Maybe somebody who's more familiar will know what fruit this is on top. So there it is. It comes with snacks, even a strawberry. Well, actually Googling one of the words on the menu, I think this is a ciriguela. It says it's kind of like, tastes like a mango or a kaja. Ooh, the filling is yellow. These are good though. We got a different table over here with all the gorgeous ocean views, refreshing breezes. Well, they've just started making the call that it's almost time for us to go back to the bus. So we have requested the check. You can either take it up to the cashier window by the lockers, or we actually gave it to our server and he's gone to retrieve the check for us. So we ended up right around $40 US for 4 beverages, 2 rounds of those pastries, and a locker rental. The locker rental was 15 reals, but I'm sure Editing Jay already put that in earlier as requested. We've snuck outside now just to hit a couple of shops that we saw on the walk from the bus to the restaurant. Oh, the colorful clothings, the souvenirs. Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes to kill here, and then it's bus time. Oh, this kind of reminds me of the ribbons from the last port. Cute. Gosh, what is going on over here? That's not traumatizing at all.
Let's go.
We have stopped here at what our guide is calling the sightseeing place. So let's come see some sights. She said we are here on a Sunday, so some of the vendors that are usually here are probably not going to be here or open today. Oh, I do see some vendors over that way. That's what we're here for. There are those views looking over toward Volendam. Yep, some vendor stalls over there. Some photo ops that say Maceió. It's about 10 or 15 minutes to hang out and browse here. We got hats, we got bags. Now, fun fact, we just got done with a little bit of a driving tour around the city, and we are on the left-hand side of the bus. Guess where all of the exciting things that they pointed out were?
The right side. So the thing is with panoramic tours, you just never know. it can be a little frustrating because, like, you know, you want to see this stuff, but literally it's all on the right side.
It was.
So you never know. Maybe ask the driver when you get on.
What side's a good side?
And they'll tell you. I don't know though.
That's fine. I've just been recording whatever I can see out the left window. It's been lovely.
At least we had to stop though. That's
Yeah,
good.
true. All right, let's keep looking.
Come on.
Oh, they've got snacks and stuff over here. All right, since Dee doesn't have her camera, I'm going to document all the birds. Oh, there was like a little butterfly moth went by too.
Thank you.
Brazilian pigeons. Hey, friends. Yeah, I can't read that little sign from here. His mustache game is pretty strong, though. I approve.
It's curly.
All right, I think our time is drawing to a close. I guess we'll head in the direction of the bus. Well, they have dropped us off right here at the gangway. Boom. Maceió. Hey, y'all, you know.
What?
You know by now.
It's workout time because fried food and drinks. You got to go do something after all that.
All right, y'all. We'll see you when we're done.
See you guys. Bye. So this evening is a casual evening, but I kind of wanted to wear something a little less than casual. So we'll start with the jewelry. Teeny tiny little earrings. These are the Amazon ones by Adoyi. I don't know how you say it, but they don't tarnish and I love them. It's a whole big set. The necklace is also from Amazon. T-shirt, just keeping it a little casual, just a black t-shirt from Old Navy. The leopard print satiny skirt is so comfortable and I love it, and it is from Zara. And the shoes are from Target. So a little classy, a little comfortable. That's it.
Good evening. Hey, y'all. It is fresh and clean time. So let's back it up. Throw it back to our day at Frances Beach.
Yeah. It was super nice to finally go to a beach after almost 60 days.
That's a little crazy.
Yeah, no, it was a really lovely beach. It was Sunday today, so it was very busy with locals, but it was nice to see everybody out there enjoying their time. It wasn't too far of a drive, so that was nice.
No.
So you had a lot of time at the beach once you were there. The restaurant was really cool. I like the relationships that they have, like where you don't have to worry about having a space either at the beach or at the restaurant. That was really cool. And Victor, our waiter, was really sweet. And you know, the language barrier can sometimes be troublesome, but he did his best, and we tried to be respectful of that. I think at one point we got like the wrong drink, but we're not.
It was still good.
Anything. Yeah, it was nice to try something new.
Yeah, we ended up trying to get you a second regular caipirinha, and he thought we wanted another one of those like fruity experiments with all the fruits on top, and so you ended up with one of those. But
it was sweet, but it was nice. It was good to try a different local drink. Yeah.
This is true. So yeah, nice little concept. Like, you know, it's almost like an all-in-one deal, like a bundle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very stress-free. So,
And again, ship tour.
Yeah, booked through the ship.
We get that question a lot.
I know. All right, so I think that's all we have to talk about for now.
Yeah.
So let's just keep it going.
All right.
We have snuck up to the library to see what's new on the exchange shelf. Drop some stuff off. Over here in the regular library, I've scoured and scoured, but I still only see the one Stephen King book, which I've read, and I did enjoy. But we could use more. I'm not sure if we really showed too much in the way of the future cruise desk here next to the coffee shop, sort of near the library. Look at all those itineraries. All right, don't get distracted. We're going to head up toward the Ocean Bar. Oh yeah, they've got Oi Brasil merchandise in there. Shops are still closed because we are in port. All right, let's settle in. Dee's got some work to do. We'll listen to some piano tunes. Oh, looks like we might have the Celebration Band, actually. I was thinking it was Cat on the keys. band just got done playing, and you would not believe they turned on the canned music to take their break, and what song comes on the speaker? Darn you, speaker, that's not even funny. Of course, it's kind of weird just hearing it quietly over a speaker and nobody seems to care. There's no call and response. Huh. Makes me see the song in a whole new light. Maybe I like it now, because like nobody's shouting, so good, so good, so good. Could the tides be turning? No. All right, sing it for us. That made it so much better.
I try.
It's so good, so good. All right, let's go eat. We are done with dinner. It is lightning trivia time. Oh, we've got Danny tonight instead of Leanne. She said she probably made it too easy on us tonight, so we shall see.
Alright, so no Google, have fun, be on a team. And I like to say one more rule that I always say, but my mom doesn't like. I always say, I'm always right, even when I'm not.
Well, let's head forward for some more entertainment. Well, up first we have got a port talk with Daniel about tomorrow's port, and then showtime.
Featuring hit songs from some of the greatest male music legends of all time, from Elvis to Elton and everything in between. And without further ado, please welcome to the stage your World Stage Repertory Company as they present Legends.
Like the fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? And all at once I lost my breath, and all at once, luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. That's why the ladies are dressed. Just don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Yo, teddy bear. There ain't nothing but a just like you. We can't go on together with suspicious minds. Falling in love with you. Look at our rockin' was out of style. Here we go. I'm still standing after all this time. I'll take you just the way you are. What else could I do? I'm so inspired by you. I'm in love with an uptown world. You know I've seen her in her uptown world. Tell everybody, tell her all your crazy dreams. Not be anybody find me.
Back to the cabin. We have come back to the cabin to find our paperwork for tomorrow's port, as well as some darker chocolates. Good night, y'all. We're back in the cabin, and whoo, we're ready for it.
I'm so tired.
I know. A day of being out in the sun will just wipe you. We know that.
That's all right, though.
So let's jump back. Let's see. We don't need to talk about trivia because that never ends well.
Unless it's music, yeah.
Forget that. So the show, Legend. Legendary. No, it's just called Legends.
Yeah, this was really good. I do like that they feature like a main vocalist in the cast, and they just kind of give them their moment to shine in like a lot of the different shows that we've seen. And Connor was tonight, and he did a fantastic job.
He sings high. He does all those Freddie Mercury
all
songs.
of it. Yeah, but the background vocals were so good, and some of those like it was almost like watching Glee at some points where they had like the bop bop.
Yeah.
Like the, I don't know. I can't do it. But
my favorite one, I think, is For the Longest Time, the Billy Joel song. They were doing like bum bum bum, like down the line.
Impressive.
Yeah, that was good.
I also love that they are like one big happy family. You can tell, and they always will address if one of the cast members can't be there. And I don't know. It's such a nice feeling for this cast on here.
Yeah, because they were down to 7. One of their dancers was missing. So, but she's feeling better.
She's doing good.
They said she's on her way back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but good overall. I guess that's all we have other than dinner. Now, interestingly enough, we had just got done talking about how, like, wow, it took 50 days into the cruise before we really saw what I would consider a repeat dining menu. The menu tonight is one that we had in Buenos Aires, which was approximately 10 days ago.
Yeah,
so curious that this one has repeated so soon into this second segment. But let's get into it. There is something that looks like you probably had last time.
Yeah, I did. I think they call it like something a tomato buffalo mozzarella, but I call it a caprese.
Yeah,
it was very good. That's exactly what it is.
That's it. And there is a chicken and ham croquette. Now, I didn't get this last time the menu came around, but I think I got this the first time the menu came around, if memory serves. Always good, super crispy, came out really hot. The inside actually kind of reminds me of, like, you know, one of those ham and cheese Hot Pockets. Like where you get that flavor of that, like, nice processed ham. So, always pleasant.
What a
there
selling
is, that's true. Look, now, what's on top of your Caesar salad?
So this is the first Caesar salad I've had on the ship, and he was like, do you want anchovies? I was like, sure. So there's Caesar salad and anchovies. If you've never had anchovies before, I have several times. Do not just go and eat the whole thing, because it's like eating an entire ocean. It's so salty.
I learned that.
Jay has never had an anchovy, so can I try it? And he took the biggest bite, and I wish I would have turned the camera on.
A whole school of fish swam into my mouth, and I don't know what they did there, but they stayed there a long time.
Cut it up and spread it throughout the salad. But
I just wanted a bite of it.
It was really good.
I really don't think I've had an anchovy in any form. Never on a pizza, never on a salad. Like in a dressing, yes.
Yeah.
But that might have been my first anchovy. It might have been my last.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. There's my salad. Guess what? I had this last time as well. It is the beets, it is the oranges, it is the goat cheese, and the balsamic. Now, fun fact, I didn't tell Dee this at dinner. When the plate came, I took the little dressing and I set it over on my bread plate because I was like, let me just mess with my stuff. I ate my whole salad and forgot to eat the dressing. So at the end of the meal, I took a shot of balsamic dressing.
No wonder you wanted the anchovy.
Yeah, I just went glug and... You know, I forgot how to eat. I'm so confused from having this menu so close together.
Aww.
Hey, speaking of fish...
So this is the everyday meal. I can't talk. This is on the everyday menu. It's
we're tired.
I'm so tired.
We're going to bed. We're going to have a moist the meat moment.
You guys are going to think we're like drunk, but we're not. I forget what it was. Southwest Bowl
That's
is
the
what
one.
it was. So it had like avocado and black beans and rice and some, I don't think asparagus are in a Southwest Bowl, but they were on this. And it was really good.
Did that help moist the meat or anything?
Shut up.
But anyway. Hey, look, I also had some fish. Now, the funny thing was on the menu, this was called anchovy. And I Googled anchovy, and it literally said it was like the Portuguese word for anchovy. So I was having real regrets after tasting that thing on your salad and thinking they were going to bring me a bowl of anchovies to eat. But it ended up being a big piece of fish. One of the other waiters said it's like in the sea bass family. I have no idea. It was a very fishy fish, which I like. The skin was super crispy, which is amazing. And there were mussels and clams and one shrimp and a nice risotto. So I was pleasantly surprised and glad it wasn't anchovies.
Yeah.
There's a vegetable bowl because, as you know, it's become customary for me to get this. It had orange vegetables and it had green vegetables.
The green ones were supposed to be zucchini, but I feel like it tasted like bitter melon or something like that.
I don't know. They were
it was
really
different tasting.
Yeah, it was like a pale zucchini. So I think it's a Brazilian zucchini.
Maybe so.
Brazilian bikini. Sounds like we're saying something weird. And then there's cheese because I love cheese. I am cheese. I am body cheese. And it has blue.
I did not have dessert.
Boom. That's it. No dessert for you, but I had all the cheese. Y'all, it's bedtime.
We need to go to sleep.
So, hey, we'll see you. We have a real long tour tomorrow.
Very extensive. Yeah, but it should be really awesome.
Yeah, so come back because more Brazil. Moist the meat. Good night.
Good night. Ignore him.